Hi, my name is Brandon Bradley, and I identify as a gay man.
Hi, I'm Maya, Brandon's best friend. Hi, Brandon. I've known Brandon for about 11 years.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I've known Brandon since he was in 6th grade. I was in 8th. We were in middle school.
Question was, when did we meet? And we met about 5 years ago. We went to Hollywood, California to see Pete's play, Schoolmaster's Haunted Playhouse. Had a great time. Was awesome meeting you, and we've been friends ever since.
Hello, my name is Shelley Barone, and I've known Brandon Bradley for about 3 years. We worked together at a great bank, and he helped me out a lot. I was new to the bank, and he was a great teacher.
Hi Brandon, it's Dawn. I'm making this video partially because you asked me to, but mostly because I think you need to be celebrated. You make us happy and we love you so very much. I'm sorry that I'm at work, but I figured this was the quietest place that I could actually do this and get it out to you without being disturbed. So forgive me, I'm on break. But I have known Brandon since 2010.
Hey everybody, my name is Angel and I have been a friend of Brandon's for the last 10 years. He's been my best friend.
What I noticed most about Brandon since he came out is his confidence. Brandon loves himself more than ever. When I first met him, he was a very shy boy, and to see him now just proud of who he is and owning it is just amazing.
Since Brandon has come out, he is so much happier and is no longer afraid to do what he wants to do and just be exactly who he wants to be, which is a phenomenal person.
What have I noticed about you since you've been out? That's a tough one because you've always just kind of been awesome. You're always very outgoing and happy and just a great person. I think maybe you might be a little more comfortable in your own skin, maybe a little bit happier, and I don't know, you're just always awesome, Brandon. So
He has always been fabulously gay since I've known him. He has matured and adopted this way very well. He embraces it with all of his heart, and it is truly who he is.
Okay, so the things that I've noticed about Brandon that have changed since he has come out would be his self-confidence. He's just a super bright, shining star. He flourishes. And since he's come out, he's just been radiant. And the confidence that radiates off of him can fill a room and just make all the other people around him feel just as good and as happy as he is. And it's just been wonderful to watch.
Okay, so Brandon has two very strong qualities. He is hardworking and determined. This boy does everything from A to Z. Always has a project, he keeps himself busy, but when he puts his mind to something, that's it, he does it. There's no half-ass doing anything. Brandon wants what he wants, and he gets it. I call him spoiled sometimes, but no, Brandon deserves every ounce of success that he gets. Love you.
I would say Brandon's strongest quality is his drive. This guy is the most driven person that I know, and no matter what field, no matter what job he steps into, he puts 110% into it and succeeds at everything that he ever does and will ever do.
So some of your strong suits, Brandon, you have a lot of strong suits. I will say that you have wonderful parties and you're a great party planner. I know that you do well at all of your jobs and you're always getting promotions. Everybody always loves you, and you're just all around great guy. And yeah, let's see. So one of your parties, I made Johnny wear this mask. Just a little something reminded me of you when I was looking. And your parties are great. Here's one of our pictures from when we went to see Schoolmaster's Haunted Playhouse. Good time. I love you. I think you're fantastic. I'm proud of you.
I think Brandon, his zest for life is amazing. He can take lemons and make lemonade and throw in some vodka. I think that he's always doing better for not only himself, but those around him. And he's always being better. And I think they're fantastic traits. Sorry, I couldn't just choose one. Anyway, I feel very thankful and lucky to know Brandon and to have gotten to know him over these 3 years. He's a fantastic human. Love you, babe.
I'd have to say that I think Brandon's strongest quality is his work ethic. Once he puts his mind to something, there's nothing he will allow to get in his way. He is a very determined, strong-willed, strong-minded person. He is extremely loyal and caring, giving. He has a huge heart, and he will do just about anything for just about anybody. He's been a huge influence in my life and my children's lives, and that says a lot because he's 7 years younger than I am, and there's times where I've looked up to him instead of it being the other way around. So he's definitely just an amazing person, and he has an amazing impact on everyone he comes in contact with. My children are in love with him and they adore him. He is their godfather. So that says a lot about the bond and the type of person that I believe he is. I know that if something was to go wrong, he'd be right there. So as far as quality wise, I could technically go on for hours without naming anything bad. But you'd have to get to know him. You just have to get to know him and see that you pretty much can't find a better person. So, Brandon, I love you. And
10, and he has become probably an everyday part of my life, and I look forward to seeing him. I text him randomly and tell him to make me food. And he does, because he's so sweet and he loves me, and I don't even deserve him, but he's, like I said, a part of my life, and I love him. I think the thing that's changed the most since Brandon came out, in my eyes, I guess, is he's a little more assertive and probably a little more confident in his basic interactions with himself. You could see the confidence in himself and the things that he does and says, and the way he talks. So, yes, that's probably the biggest change. And he seems a little happier, I guess. I mean, that could just be growing up. But, yeah, he seems a little happier. Also, Brandon's strongest quality. Brandon's strongest quality is hard to describe because there are so many of them. But I think what I would call effective presence. Brandon, when he enters a room, he sort of takes over the room. Um, he is the center of attention. He is the person that guides the feeling that's going on in the room, and he really has that presence that he brings everybody together. Everybody feels welcome. He's charismatic. He is funny, and he's sweet, and he's gentle and loving and kind, and probably a perfect human being. We should all strive to be more like Brandon. Brandon, I love you. I hope this is what you wanted, and be good to yourself, baby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new, what's up? My name is Brandon. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I'm sure you guys have already read the title and have seen my post, but this is going to be my coming out story and basically just kind of explaining my life and what it's like being in my shoes every single day. So if you guys would like to watch this video and come along for the story, keep on watching. So today's June 1st. Happy Pride, everybody, to my LGBTQIA plus. Happy Pride. We are here and we are thriving, and I'm so happy to be a part of this community. But I kind of just wanted to share my story. I came out a few years ago. So I just want to kind of share my story and how it led to that point. So when I was in middle school, I didn't really know who I was. I lived in Florida, and also I moved up here in the middle of 6th grade, and I was just kind of getting used to the middle school life and fitting in and seeing where I fit in. And I don't think I really found out my place until about 7th or 8th grade, because I was in a new area, a new school, new people, and I didn't really know all about that. So of course, like, I had my girlfriends or whatever, and I always, I guess, want to say I've always had an attraction to men, and I just never knew, like, that that's who I was going to end up with. I was brought up that boy marries a girl and they have a family, and that's the way it's supposed to be. My family is very Christian and they live by that. So that's kind of what I was brought up in. I went to church every single week, and I was basically told that being gay is a sin. So here I am. And yeah, so I did have a relationship that lasted for quite a long time, and it happened twice. And I'm not naming any names in this video for privacy reasons, but also, if you know me, you're going to know the person. The relationship, I thought, was good. Obviously, all relationships are not perfect, but in the end, it just kind of happened to not be for me. Now, fast forwarding all the way to high school, I started to come out a little bit more of my shell. I was very comfortable with my personality and how I spoke and who I spoke to and who I hung out with. I had an attitude. I know I had an attitude, and it was a terrible attitude. And I'm so, like, disappointed in myself because, like, of how people probably perceived me as kind of like a brat and always, I don't know, like, getting attention, and I don't know. But I always had that attitude, like, if you look at me the wrong way, or if you said something to me a certain way, I'm gonna snap out. and that's not kind of necessarily who the person that I want to be. So yeah, so let's fast forward 9th grade. I still was in a relationship with a female. 10th grade, I was still in a relationship with a female. 11th grade, I was still in a relationship with a female. And then 12th grade is when everything hit the fan. I did come out, so we ended things right before prom. So like January, February-ish, because prom is usually in May, April, and no, March, April, or May. I feel like prom was around April for seniors, and we ended it way before that. And then, as soon as that ended, I started to kind of be like, well, I might as well just see if I liked it, because I'm the type of person that you don't know if you like something until you try. So I did experiment with a male, and I really liked it. I liked having the attention on me, and I liked having the male interaction. I just felt like I was more comfortable with a male. So fast forwarding to May, I've already been out for like a month or so. I had my graduation party, and it was kind of like a big deal, because like that, I felt like that was my moment of letting everybody know, like, hey, this is me. So at this point, I thought I was bisexual, liking male and female. But I was only really talking to men at that point. So, but I was still considered bisexual because I didn't want to be, I think I was kind of scared. For people, like, if to have like an opinion about me, and if I was like fully gay, and if I didn't like girls. Because I know when I did come out, it was like a big thing. Like, oh, well, you played this person's heart and this and that. You drugged this on for so long. You knew. Actually, I didn't know. I was in love with this person, and I still consider this person a very good friend. We still talk to this day, and it just was not for me. And I know I got a lot of backlash for it, which is okay. I'm great. I'm thriving. But I just knew that I wanted to be with guys. So like I said, going back to my party, I had killer boots. I actually had them. I dug them out of my stockpile to make a TikTok, but I wanted to keep them because I knew I was going to be filming this video. I wore these to my graduation party. Okay. These are 12-inch platform heels. Okay. And I wanted to make a statement. My party theme was a graduation theme, but I didn't want to do like the basic red and blue colors because I went to Neshaminy High School and our colors were red and blue. And I just felt like that was too boring for a graduation, and I wanted to be something big. I've always been the type of person to come out big, and so I felt like I needed a big entrance. So my theme was Mardi Gras, and I wore a white blazer with nothing underneath. I was bare-chested, and I wore skinny black jeans with these bad boys. And then my makeup was done all crazy. I had foundation. I had black eyes. I actually found the picture, so I'm going to throw it up. And I'm going to throw it up probably at the end of this video. And yeah, I felt like that was just my moment to be who I wanted to be. And then after I came out, I felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. And I'm not proud of when I decided to. I know like I came out when I was ready. But unfortunately, I have a regret. I wish that I came out a year earlier. because when I was a junior in high school, my father passed away, and that's something that I wish I was able to tell him before he passed. Unfortunately, I did not get to do that. And I feel like my father would have taken it a little rough because he was very set in his ways, and I think he would have been disappointed, but I still wish I had the opportunity to have that discussion with him, even though he lived in Florida. I actually spoke to a psychic recently, and she said that my dad's spirit told her that he is very proud of the person that I am, and since he has passed, he's been able to work on himself and really understand what matters and what doesn't, and he doesn't think he would have taken it very well had he been alive. And that really says a lot, because I know my father was a rough father, like not like meaning like he was a terrible dad or anything, because I loved him to death and I know he loved me, and he just was just very manly and macho, and I know that's not who I am at all. Mind you, I don't really get my nails done. I don't have any reason. We're in quarantine, so I just felt like getting my nails done. But I just know it would have been really rough for him, and I didn't want him to be disappointed. So I guess it's kind of like a back and forth. But I just wish I still had the opportunity to be open with him while he was alive. So after I graduated high school, I met a guy for the very first time. He met a guy to date for the very first time, and he was my first male relationship, and unfortunately it did not go as I thought it would. It was actually the worst experience I've ever had with guys, and it left me really broken and really confused. Just when you thought somebody like really cared about you and you trusted them, they go and lie and cheat. And I've actually really never openly said this to really anybody, but also was physically and emotionally abused. So that ended that relationship, and I kind of took a little bit to kind of like gather myself and have fun with my friends and stuff. Filming this video is hard because like I want to make sure like I'm telling everything in sequential order, but it's not really, it's hard to do this. So my mom I came out to my mom through text message because I was deathly afraid of what was going to happen. I know she called me crying. She was really upset. But she came home and gave me a big hug and said that she accepted it. My yeah, so that's about it with my mom. I've been asked, what's it like to be a gay man in today's world? Well, you get constant looks. I can't really speak for anybody else. I just can speak for myself. I get looks constantly, no matter where I go. And I know people that I hang out with or people that I'm with have said something to me because they've noticed that doesn't matter where I am, there's always somebody looking and staring. And I'm not sure why. Because I don't wear anything crazy. Like, I'm wearing a white t-shirt. I don't usually have my nails done. My hair is usually this color. It gets trimmed. I do my eyebrows. I wear glasses. I don't wear crazy clothes. I don't wear these out in public. So I'm not really sure why, but it happens. What's it also like to be gay in today's world? I know there have been a couple times where I'm out in public, and I was at Red Robin near me one time, and somebody walks past and calls me a faggot. Also, I've been walking in a parking lot and a car would drive by and scream nasty things to me. And I remember I was with my one boyfriend at the time, and these people are such cowards that they drove faster after they said those things. And because had they been out of the vehicle and have said it to my face, it would have been a little bit different story. But these people were cowards and decided to drive faster away from me. Because it's not cool. So if you decide to call people names and be nasty and be negative towards them, you are a disgusting human being. I live my life the way I want to live my life. I do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. And it's very different than when you live your life. So as long as what I'm doing is not affecting you, why does it matter? Why does it matter to you when I'm doing my own stuff? Like, I'm in my own lane and I'm thriving. I am thriving and doing so well. Are you that jealous? That you're so unhappy and you're just not doing anything? And of course you're gonna get people that dislike you, or this video, I'm sure, is going to get backlash. Like, I've recently obviously started a YouTube channel, and people are brutal, and I've had, like, people have just been so, for the most part, so nice, but there also have been some weirdos out there and that are just so unhappy with their own life that they need to put other people down. And I know, and I'm not saying that straight people don't get backlash as well, because they certainly do, but gay people get it more. And I don't know why. Because, like, when I think in my head of, like, bigger stars on YouTube, Shane Dawson, okay, he's gay, he gets backlash. Jeffree Star, he's gay, he gets backlash. Nikita Dragon is a trans woman, gets backlash. James Charles gets backlash, he's gay. Okay, and I know, like, the Kardashians, none of them are gay, but they still get backlash. But I feel like it's worse for the gay community, because there's two things to hate. One, whatever they're doing, and two, them, because of how they live their life. yeah, so that's how I feel like it is living in today's society. And there's also like people that praise gay people, which we live for you. But yeah, it's very different being out, but I'm proud of who the person I am, and I'm so beyond thankful for all of the experiences that I've had. I know I've been turned down. I don't know this for a fact, but I have a pretty strong feeling that I've been turned down for jobs because of how out and bubbly I am. Obviously, I don't go to work with these on because I don't think they're professional in what I do. But obviously, I can't change my voice. So that's that. And I know I've also had issues with workplaces for how I am. And that's that. So, but on that note, I'm very, very, very thankful for the jobs that I have. I can be who I am, and I don't have to change or put on a front or act like somebody I'm not. I am so beyond like happy. It's just overwhelming, and I'm happy to be a part of this community, and I'm very, very grateful to be like, to have what I have. And I know there are other people out there that are struggling with coming out of the closet, and I know there are a lot of straight people, and I do this because I know they're like confused, or they want to test the waters with gay people, which is fine. You come out when you're ready. Just know that when you do, it is okay. Like, I have straight people hit me up constantly, and I know for a fact that they are considered straight because this is what they label themselves as, and I know some of them have girlfriends, and I won't ever, ever, ever put somebody's business out there or out them, because I know I wouldn't want that done to me. But just know that I'm always here to talk, and I won't ever put your business out there. And I'm hoping that if you watch this video, you can kind of see where I'm coming from and be inspired to also come out and live your best life. Like, live your life to the fullest and don't have any regrets, because I don't know where I would be today if I was still hiding in the closet. I really don't know. I don't even know how my life would even look, or what would I have accomplished. And I feel like because that I came out, I have accomplished, have learned, and have experienced so much, and I can't wait to see where I'm at in 5 or 10 years from now. So yeah. And also my friends that are now considered my family, because I don't really have much family that I speak to, unfortunately. Like, I wish things were different, but my friends that are considered my family, I am so, so, so grateful and thankful for you. And if you're watching this, I love you so much. You guys mean the world to me, and I'm so grateful for you, and I love you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I just wanted to kind of tell you how was I feeling and what it meant to me to be a part of this community, and just kind of tell you how it happened and where I'm at and where am I now. I am living. I have amazing jobs. I have an amazing home. I have a new hobby, which is YouTube, and I love doing everything that I do.
You are a beautiful person, inside and out, no matter what anyone has to say. Never forget that.
My advice to anybody that is struggling to come out or to find their true identity, come out when you're ready and when you're safe. I know that the media is doing a lot better now with trying to make it seem like being a part of this community is okay and it's like normal, because we're born into a society where it's normal to be straight, but not normal if you're gay or lesbian or bisexual or trans or whatever. We often get ourselves tied up on labels and putting people in categories instead of just Brandon, who's Brandon. But no, I have to say, my name is Brandon and I'm gay in order to be normal. Like, I can't just be just Brandon. And I think we just get so tied up on those labels instead of just worrying about what really matters, and that's who Brandon is and what he's about, and if he's a good person, and does he contribute to society. And no, we don't. But yeah, come out when you're ready, and don't feel any pressure to do so, because everybody knows when they're ready. And if you ever need to talk to somebody, I'm here, and there are, I'm sure, a lot of people that will also say that they're here for you. And if you feel like coming out to one person this day and then waiting another week or month or so to come out again to somebody else, that's your prerogative. And I hope nobody takes that moment away from you and like exposes you, because then that would be really messed up. But my advice to anybody is be yourself, and we are here when you are ready. And I hope that this video has helped you figure out what you want to do and just kind of give you a better understanding of how it was for me and what it has done to me now. I promise you, when you come out, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be the best decision you've ever made, and you're going to be so proud of yourself, and everybody around you is going to be also proud of you, and it's just going to feel like your shoulders are 100 pounds lighter. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you on my next one.